Hello, this is Jo from Maths Tutor Me. This is my final lesson for this topic on whole numbers, and today we are doing challenge questions. So these questions are the very hardest type that you could possibly be asked to do at this level. Possibly they might even be a little bit harder than what you might find on your test, well, at least hopefully. So let's have a look. If you're feeling pretty confident with this topic, you can always pause the video and try these questions, or you can do these questions together with me. So let's do question number 1. Find two numbers whose sum is 88 and whose difference is 6. Now for this question, what you can do is you could halve 88, which is 44. Okay, so that's the middle. Now if the difference is 6, half of 6 is 3. If I went 3 numbers down, that would give me 41. And if I went 3 numbers up, giving me 47, that would give me a difference of 6. And just check by adding them together. 40 plus 40, that's 88. Okay? So the numbers are 41 and 47. Okay, question 2. Jenny counted the heads and legs of her chickens and sheep. There are 14 heads and 36 legs. How many animals are there altogether? Okay, well, chickens and sheep just have one head. Okay, so that means if there's 14 heads, there has to be 14 animals. Okay, so that's a nice easy question, isn't it, that one? So if there were 7 chicken and 7 sheep, how many legs would there be? Well, chickens have 2 legs, so we'd go 7 times 2. And sheep have 4 legs, so that's 7 times 4. And we want to add the legs all up together. So 7 times 2 is 14, and 7 times 4 is 28. And if we add those together, so we're doing all this without a calculator today, 20 plus the 10, so that's 30. And then these two got 38 plus the extra 4 is going to make 42. Put that over here on the side. I've run out of room there. Okay, so this is to help us with C, because C says find the number of chickens and sheep that would be in Jenny's paddock up here, because she's got 36 legs. So this is a bit of a guide. If there was 7 chickens and 7 sheep, we'd have 42 legs. That's too many legs. Okay, now that means sheep have more legs than a chicken, don't they? So we need to change some of our sheep into chickens to reduce the number of legs that we have. Now every time we take one sheep away and put one more chicken in, we're losing 2 legs. Okay, because 4 legs in a sheep to 2 legs in a chicken, we lose 2 legs every time we change them. And we need to go from having 42 legs down to 36 legs. That's a difference of 6 legs. And each time we do this, we'd lose 2. So that means 3 sheep have to be taken from here and made into chickens. Now let's check that with our calculation, make sure it works. So we think we need 3 more chickens. That makes 10 chickens. So 10 times, chickens have 2 legs, so 10 times 2. Plus the sheep. So if I've taken 3 of those away, I'm only going to have 4 sheep left. So 4 times 4 legs. 10 times 2 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16. And when we add those together, we get 36. Okay, so if you didn't get the 10 chickens and the 4 sheep straight away, you could have just keep having a bit of a guess until you get the numbers that work. Okay, question 3, find the missing numbers in a subtraction. So 4 minus something is equal to 7. To get a bigger number here than we have up here that we started with, I'm going to have to borrow from the column in front. So I'm going to borrow 1 from here. So that's going to be 0. And I'm going to put it here to make 14. 14, I could subtract 7 to give me a 7. Okay, so that first, the ones column works. Moving on to the tens column. 0 minus 5 equals something. Well, I can't have 0 minus 5, so I'm going to have to borrow again. If I borrow from here, I can make that a 7, and that becomes a 10. 10 minus 5 gives 5. Okay, that works. Now the hundreds column. 7 minus something gives 1. Well, 7 minus 6 gives 1. And in the thousands column, something minus 1 gives 2. That would have to be a 3. 3 minus 1 gives 2. That's done. Question 4. Evaluate 485 times 193. Okay, so we've done multiplications before, but possibly not ones that involve multiplying by a 3-digit number. So 485 times by 193. Okay, so we start with the ones digit and we multiply that by each number above. So 3 times 5 is 15. Put the 5 down, carry the 1. 3 times 8 is 24, plus the 1 is 25. Put the 5 down, carry the 2. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Okay, so we've finished the 3, and I'm just going to cross those numbers out because we don't need those anymore, because we need to multiply again now with the 9. Now, because this is 90, we need to put a 0 down here representing that's my tens digit that I'm now multiplying by. So 9 times 5 is 45. The 5 comes down and the 4 is going to go up here. Where should I write it? I'll put it over here, 4. 9 times 8 is 72, plus on the 4, 76. Put the 7 up here. Okay. 9 times 4 is 36, plus the 7. It's 43. Okay, so now we've finished the 9. Now we want to go on to the 1, the 100. So we've got 1 0 for the 10, 1 0 to put it into the hundreds now. 1 times, I don't need these either, I can cross those out. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, so if we make this nice and neat, everything should be nicely lined up, and we just need to add those 3 numbers there together. 5 plus 0 plus 0, 5. 5 plus 5 plus 0 is 10, so 0 goes down, 1 gets carried. I can make 10 there, so that's 10 plus 5 is 15, 16. Okay, again with the bigger number 8, plus 3 is 11, 12, 13. 4 and 4 is 8, 9. So it should be 93,605 as your final answer. Okay, a few more questions coming up. In question 5, it says Luke earns $52,416 per year. How much does he earn in a month? Well, to do this, I'm going to do a long division. I've given myself lots of room over here. So over here, because I know I'm going to need some space for this one, I'm going to do a division, big divide sign. I'm dividing 52,416. And we want to know how much he has per month. There's 12 months in a year, so it means I'm dividing by 12. So I hope you're really good at your 12 times tables. If you need to, you can always write them down here, down the side, to help you with this question. So first of all, we can't do the 5 by itself. So 52, thinking of a 12 times table, that's just below 52. Well, 48 is 4 times 12. Okay, so that means it goes 4 times, so the 4 comes up here, which gives me the 48, and then I can subtract these numbers. Now I'm going to have to borrow from the 5 to put that there. 12 minus 8 goes 4 times, and 4 minus 4 is nothing. Okay, now we're going to bring our next digit down to make it 44 is my starting number. Okay, again, I need a 12 times table, as big as I can get without going over 44. Well, I could do 12 times 3, which would give me 36. Okay, so that's 3 times 12, so I put the 3 up here. Subtracting those, I would have to borrow again from here to put that there. 14 minus 6 is 8, and 3 minus 3 is nothing. Bringing down the next digit, it becomes a 1. Now 81, the biggest 12 times table you can think of without going over 81. Well, I can think of 72, which is 12 times 6. Okay, so the 6, 12 times 6 is 72. Subtracting those, borrow from here. 11 minus 2 goes 9 times. Bringing down the last number, which is a 6. 96 is a 12 times table. 96 divided by 12 goes 8 times. Okay, so no remainder, and that's that one finished. So how much does he earn in a month? He earns $4,368. All right, I still have to do B. Oh, I should have given myself even more room for this one, I think. For B, it says, how much does he earn per week? Now, number of weeks in a year, there's 52 weeks in a year. So I have to take this number again and divide it by 52. So same number, I'm going to do it over here. Oh. So 5, 2, 4, 1, 6, that we're dividing by 52 this time. Okay, now 52 times tables is not one that too many people know, so we probably should write a few of them down somewhere. Now I might have to do them up here in the top corner. 52 times 1 is 52. That's an easy one. 52 times 2 is 104. So every time you go up, you're adding on another lot of 52. So 52 times 3 is going to be 156. 52 times 4 is equal to 208. 52 times 5 is going to be 260. Now we don't really know how high we need to go. Maybe we'll just start there and see how we go. So looking at my problem here, 52, I take the first 2 digits, divide by 52. That's nice and easy. That goes exactly once, doesn't it? Oh, sorry, put the 2 there. The 1 goes up here. So there's no remainder left for that. So I have to go to my next number. Now 4 divided by 52 we can't do, so that goes no times. I'm going to have to put a 0 there. So I'm bringing the 4 down, even though I can't do anything with it. I need to bring the 1 down now. Can I do 41 divided by 52? No, I still can't do it. So it's another 0 times. So I'm actually going to have to go to bring the 6 down as well. 416. Now, I did not do anywhere close to 416 for my 52 times table, so we're going to have to do a few more here. So let's do 52 times 6, which is 312. 52 times 7, which is 364. Getting closer. 52 times 8 is equal to 416. Hey, down here. So 416 is a 52 times table, and it goes exactly 8 times. Okay, so Luke, who earns $52,416 in a year, actually gets $1,000 $8 per week. All right, that was a lot of working. I hope you got all of that. Question 6, our last question, we want to estimate 32,389 divided by 841 by rounding each number to 1 or 2 leading digits. Now, if I were to round this just to the leading digit, I would have 30,000 divided by 800. Now, 30 and divided by 8, that doesn't go very nicely. So sometimes it is actually helpful to keep a few more digits to make your division a bit nicer. So in this question, for example, if I keep the first 2 digits here, giving me 32,000, okay, is what it would round to for 2 digits. But I round the second one to 1 digit, which would make it 800. 32 does divide by 8 very nicely. Okay, so we can cross zeros off, 2 zeros from here, we'll cancel 2 from there. 32 divided by 8 goes 4 times, and I still have an extra 0, so 40. Okay, so sometimes it is handy to keep an extra digit to help our calculations be a little bit nicer. So that's the end of my challenge questions for the day. Hopefully you were able to follow all those questions, all those answers. Maybe you even got a lot of those answers all on your own. If so, well done. Keep practicing and join me for a new topic next time. Bye.